Trump also took aim at Harris for flip-flopping on key issues. Watch this.
She's a worse candidate than him. She's far more radical left. She is younger. I mean, she's 60 years old. A lot of people, I didn't realize she was 60. I thought she was a little younger, but she's 60. She is talking a big game, but her game is pretty bad. I mean, she was the border czar. She's trying to pretend that she wasn't. In politics, when you start off saying something, that's where you are. And she was for defund the police. She was for open borders. She was for having anybody come in. Now I notice that they're actually saying they want to have immunity for everybody that came in.
Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee joins me now. Governor, is the Harris honeymoon about to be over? I ask the question because she's flip-flopping, and that's going to be very apparent to voters.
Yeah, I think her honeymoon lasts about as long as Julia Roberts in the movie Runaway Bride. It's over and the horse is galloping away. So yes, I think that now there's going to be real scrutiny, something she hasn't had to face. And as far as the flip-flopping, I mean, she's making Mitt Romney look like somebody with an iron spine because she can't afford to let her positions be articulated out there in the public because people know open borders, socialism, getting rid of private health insurance, taking away people's guns, all of these things she's now saying, oh, no, I don't believe that stuff. But she did believe it. And, you know, it's one of those things when a person says it over and over for years, you might want to believe him. And I say we ought to believe what Kamala has been saying before she became the presidential nominee.
I want you to listen to Harris during the last election cycle, saying she's open to expanding the Supreme Court. Roll it.
So I will say that I am interested in having that conversation, and I'm open to this conversation about extending the number of people on the United States Supreme Court, about increasing the number of people in the United States Supreme Court.
Hold on, Governor, is that a flip-flop? She wanted to pack the court back then, but now she's backing Biden, who doesn't mention packing the court.
Well, but he is talking about term limits for the court. I think a better idea is term limits for Congress. And if you're going to push it, go ahead and just get them for everybody, including bureaucrats, and make it so that if a person is in Congress when they finish after a term-limited run of, let's say, no more than 8 years, 12 if they're in the Senate, that's tops, they can never, ever lobby anyone, anywhere, anytime for anything for the rest of their lives. That would change Washington and change the country. One of the reasons people hate Donald Trump in Washington is because he is not the product of lobbyists. He is not the product of the donor class. They don't control him. They don't own him. And they can't stand that. And that's why there's so much animosity, including from among some of these establishment Republicans who pretend that Donald Trump is unacceptable. The truth is, the reason he's unacceptable to them, they don't control him. He is not a wholly owned subsidiary of the donor class and the lobbyist class of D.C.
He's not. Governor, thanks for joining us. See you again real soon, I do hope. Thank you, sir.